let's get started. Hello, welcome to
That's everything I'm buying, Nikki.
Lost Treasures. What?
Chat.
You're buying things? Awesome. Okay. Well, when we last left our heroes, they beat up an aquaddle, came home, and they've just been chilling.
We did not beat up an aquaddle. We
Well,
beat up a
We
telectrodle.
microwaved it.
a excellent aquaddle.
Yeah.
A titan.
In peace, the Quaddle. I wanted it as a pet.
No.
Mm,
Hundred. Any other of those things to
Loading
your...
up.
Oh, I gotta add your horses. One moment.
Yeah, I was starting to add the things.
Horse. You got draft horses.
Yes.
Two of them.
if we bought horses,
I can add the non-creature things.
Cool. Here's your draft horses. I should give you guys.
I'm assuming they're not supposed to be initially hostile.
No.
We're also buying a carriage if you wanna just like
Yeah,
make
what?
one big giant token of the three things instead of three different tokens.
I want to beat the shit out
Oh,
of this.
you're using draft horses for the carrot.
Yeah. Otherwise, how are you gonna move a carriage around?
Fair enough.
Look, Calliope's pretty buff, but I'm not gonna make her do that. All right. I've done my math wrong. Piece of
Yeah.
soap is 2 copper. I want to buy 50 pieces. That'd be 20 for 10. Just 2 silver for 10. So 2 times 5. Oh, it should have just. Yeah, I just did my math wrong.
Is it a carriage or a whip?
The carriage, specifically.
Okay.
Can I do something while we wait for you to set up the carriage?
you're gonna make your characters touch.
Blue or red roof?
What was that, Nikki? You're really muffled.
Blue or red roof?
I like blue.
Okay.
I've also deducted the appropriate amount of money from my thing already.
You need to be bigger. That's much better. And then you're gonna take your horses and go like that. This. Click.
Man, I'm so immersed.
We don't have control over the carriage, I should say.
I should probably give them no HP bar.
Yeah, like
Be a good
that's
idea.
probably true. You also might
What
want
if
to give
they
the party
enter
control
combat?
over the carriage.
Yeah. Just
But what if they enter combat?
Why would they enter combat? They're not designed to enter combat.
They just die.
The end.
I mean, they have like stats for it, but yeah, they're not meant to.
Also, since we have now a space to store party resources, can you give us the party resources thing? Or is that something I can already add there?
Let
me check.
Templates?
Add the party inventory.
wagon.
I don't know if that works.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Isn't
give
it
you
under
guys
bloody
permissions.
resources and stuff? Oh.
Right. Wagon.
That's right.
Draft horse 1. Draft horse 2. Motherfucker. Horse 2.
Motherfucker. Get in there. There we go.
Oh, wait. There. Now the wagon moves whenever you move.
Let's go
Wagon acquired.
Oh,
to the carriage.
ugh.
Ugh, I don't know.
Alright, so anyways, we're parking this on the edge of town.
Oh, but that's where the wild things live.
Just on the edge of town, like it's still within viewing distance, I'm assuming. Maybe like oh, I'm gonna move this, Nikki. I just don't want it like directly in the middle of town, so maybe like somewhere here.
Sure, on it. Got it. Okay.
On a hill.
Yeah. Your vehicle.
The cart is moving so fast it has an after image.
Indeed. Indeed. Moving stationary, it has an after image.
Perhaps. So you guys are home. Just can do things. You see a lovey-dovey aquaddle couple. Now these two, so they're the other NPCs that are here that are newer than the last time. Beliath, Phil, Victor, and Flint. They are the other party members, and they have extra things that they can do as well. I might bug some of them at the moment.
I'm just adding shit to the wagon, if you're curious.
Hey, Sama.
Yes.
You're being kidnapped. Can you make me a contested athletics check?
Wait, what? No. Okay, but. Oh no, I'm being kidnapped.
Oh no, I can't believe I'm witnessing all this. Shock gas.
And you don't
noises.
do anything.
You are being
My
dragged to the
girlfriend
cooking-
senses a tingling.
You have been picked up and are now being moved to the cooking tent.
Ooh,
Hang on,
what-
Firefist, my senses are tingling.
Your kidnapped senses are tingling.
Az'arian, did you see anything?
Oh, 1 sec.
You just see two rats fighting each other.
Uh-huh.
Better hide the bread, boys, otherwise the rats are gonna fight over it.
I need to give
Wow.
Just fight over bread.
Nikki, is there a way to copy an item in an inventory? I need to send Alteria cook utensils.
Oh. I think I may have accidentally sent her both.
You did send me
I still
both.
have, I still have it in the inventory. I might have just given them 2.
Did I? Alright, let's try that again. Send to party 1. Send. There.
Going through.
Today's a little bit more laid back session.
Looks to the person who kidnapped her confused.
He needs an assistant. You have been voluntold.
Voluntold.
You couldn't take the bean, you decided to take the whole snack. Okay.
I mean, depending on how you view this, this would be pretty terrifying. A fucking 7'2", oh, sorry, 8'5" creature just fucking rapidly shuffled and picked you up, dragging you away.
It's not the first time some big character picked me up and carried me somewhere.
Stop that.
What? Alright, let's cook. Helps with cooking.
You should have.
Hey, mind your own business, Toaster.
Yes. Go ahead and use your cook utensils.
The scary thing, scary number. Alright.
Gumbo getting the dirty 20.
He is professional, Shemp.
He is
So-
dirty.
Normal. Dang it.
Cooking utensils uses strength.
That is weird.
I don't know what it uses.
I don't know what else it would use, but just strength just seems weird.
I would imagine like dex or intelligence.
Or maybe like wisdom.
Wisdom, I would.
Intelligence seems more like a baking thing because you have to measure and be exact. Cooking is a little more loosey goosey. That's why it's wisdom.
Depends on who you ask, to be honest.
Guys, I just now got kidnapped and now I'm cooking.
You're learning valuable lessons in how to be the crew's chef. Also, you were gifted chef utensils.
The one
Not complaining.
This is how you become proficient. You learn.
And her senses will die down. Alright, she doesn't feel like she's in danger.
I mean,
I should make sure
depends
to
on
go.
what you're making. If you're more of a butcher and you're making, like, preparing, like, meat and stuff, sure. Strength and dexterity makes sense. Other things...
that's butchering, that's not cooking.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, have you seen Japanese
butchering
chefs
is just-
with their grill right in front of them? Or there's like
Butchering
Mongolian
is
grills
more,
or
but butchering is more of just the process of preparing meat for cooking.
yeah. I don't think you need. I don't think strength should be the thing you're using, but what either. But yeah, it's
Why
You
does
don't
it-
have a better opinion on what else.
I didn't know Xanathar's guide
I think
added
we
dimensions
chose-
to this.
Dex.
I think we chose it specifically for Gumbo because he has high strength.
His
but
tools
it-
of
that's also
trade
works.
require strength.
He
I'm gonna
is
post
a
a
big
link.
Alright, fine. Alright, fire fish. You got anything that can make me like look or smell pretty? I want tonight to be special.
I have a few perfumes. What you looking for? Flower.
Mm,
She like to smell like fire. Also, I think you have a spell that will allow you to do that.
what? Like prestidigitation?
I think, yeah, with precision state. Yes.
Yes. Prestidigitation.
Or I think minor illusion does the same thing.
Hmm.
Can illusion
Well,
be smell?
Also, it is interesting because depending on what you're doing, different things for different tools require a different check.
True.
So, I'll let you finish the
What are you
conversation. 'cause
making, Gumbo?
They wanted a special dish for tonight. They're making a special dish.
Okay, great. What is it?
What's the dish, fish?
I would assume something to do with smoked swordfish, seeing as though we still have that.
Alright. Well, that is a big fish. Or one. So, yeah, Dex would be fine.
How long have you had the swordfish that hasn't gone bad?
Well, it's smoked, so
Okay.
I want to reroll. I don't want to reroll.
Yeah, I'll let you use your roll, but using... Wait. Using... What is your Dex? Oh,
Check my
it makes it a
Dex.
20 instead.
well,
Yes.
in a weird way, it seems like cook's utensils just kind of automatically happen when you're cooking. Reading these variant
oh,
rules.
you know,
Yeah, you don't actually
You
have
only
to
need it.
roll for cooking utensils. This is just like,
Yeah.
mostly for when you're gathering.
It seems like there's like various things you can do with them, but like just cooking with them is something you can do if you have proficiency. It seems.
that Alteria doesn't have proficiency though.
Gourmet meal is DC 15, so...
This is some serious gourmet shit.
Just like a low
Create
DC for a
a-
gourmet level.
It's
Creating a typical meal
luxurious.
is 10. Duplicating a meal is 10, and spotting poisons or impurities is 15. So. Welcome.
Thank you.
so
Good. No, okay. I'll do it after Voideon. Voideon, continue.
you go ahead. You go ahead.
Go.
Alright. Sorry.
You're the first one. Go.
Alright. Well, Smitey guy. While Smitey guy out there is working on the weapon, I'm gonna head out in a bit, but before I go, I got one more question.
Ask away.
So, you plan on giving a gift to the girl you like?
Waiting for her to give me hers first.
I just wanted to like get some small talk in to like calm the nerves. But in all seriousness, I heard there might be another guy who works on like stuff. Something about runes. You know anything about that? Hello?
Sorry. Repeat?
No, I thought I cut out.
A little bit. That's why I was asking repeat.
Ah, right. Just wanted to make some small talk. But in all seriousness, I heard there might be another guy around here who might be able to make stuff. Some with runes. You know anything about that?
Yes. I think his name is Victor. The Victor.
Alright.
I think his name is Victor. I don't know. It's kind of confusing.
Alright. I'll look around for Victor then. Thanks
look for,
again. I'll come back for my stuff later.
Look for a nearly 5 foot tall dwarf.
Alright.
Or a 5 foot tall dwarf. Sorry.
Alright. Tall dwarf named Victor. Got it. I'll be back later for my stuff. Thanks again, and hope you're ready for later.
If they are. Question is, are they gonna get stood up or not? All up to
Life is gonna beat up.
I mean, Tenacity's not even online, so. Oh wait, no, they are.
They are.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and beat him up if she stands up, my girl. Alright, I'm gonna start looking for this Victor guy.
Alright, sounds
And if I
good.
just so happen to find a drug dealer, then I wouldn't mind a pit stop.
You need to do something for me.
What?
Yeah.
I had
If
some.
find
I
a
had some.
drug dealer.
No, but anyway. Gives him 300 gold and a letter. I want you to give this to the blacksmith.
Who are you giving the letter to? Just go both?
Which one?
The letter has a set. Okay, the letter has a set of instructions that I need him to do. And I'll send it. I'll send what the letter says in DM for Nikki.
But for whom?
Because you guys don't need to know what it does, what it says.
Durga.
I believe
They're
it's being
passing
given
it to
to him.
Durga.
Yeah. They whistled over for me to come over here, so.
Hey there, you look familiar.
Hi.
Hey, I'm looking for a guy named Victor. You know anything like that?
Puts a finger upon chin. Nope, can't say I have.
Alright, fantastic. Thanks anyway. Also, nice horns.
Thank you. I was born with. Born, right?
No, she got the curse.
Oh, okay, shoot.
She took the curse away.
All part of the plan.
The plan.
Hey, what scale?
Welcome.
I'm looking for a guy named Victor. Either that or a drug dealer. Either or.
I mean, if that's what you're looking for, I can help you. However, I don't think Victor can assist in that.
No, no, Victor's for something else.
Ah,
The drugs are for something different.
I might be
gonna
able
be
to
a
help
big head.
depending on what you're looking for.
What's with these two
You know him?
parties and drugs?
I haven't touched the damn
Now-
thing.
They know how to party, Nikki. That's
The
why.
question is,
I am sober and I will remain sober.
the real question is, what kind of natural drugs are you looking for? You want mushrooms,
Opium.
Anything that
Opium surprisingly is doable. That is an option.
I would like pure
she
Ethereum,
will-
please.
She will pull out one of the ballista bolts. Anything that I can coat on these would be fine.
Well, then opium would defeat the purpose.
Shroomy will look at, or what scale will look at you and be like, I don't think any of her drugs are for that kind of thing.
I don't know. I combined
Most of
cocaine
yours
with a
require-
drug that makes you see your death, and that worked pretty well when used as a lace on a blade.
Yes, but Phil has the
Well, either that or-
more unnaturally or more crafted poisonous drugs. I don't
You
think
will
she'll
also
be
take
in
anything
her
in bottles.
right mind would want.
I'll
that
tell-
No,
on
I would
anybody.
not
also take
recommend
stuff in-
them at all.
But like,
I'll also take it
Shroomy
in
and
vials or
herself
bottles.
is like,
Anything I can throw at.
she's like, I wouldn't give this bad drugs to a person I didn't like. Maybe I could hang out with them. It's just not something I think Shumi would actively try to do, is using her drugs to harm others.
I mean, like, if they needed a natural poison or venom, they would use it, but, like, intentionally drugging
Most of-
someone in that way, probably not.
Most of her drugs are recreational.
Then I have some of her drugs.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'll take
things like,
something that can heal things instead. Then
that I can fucking do right quick. Hold on. Where is the herbalism kit?
Hell yeah.
something that can either heal people or cure them of like poison or paralysis and stuff like that.
Oh, antitoxins.
I'm willing to
and
buy
stuff?
some of that.
Oh,
Yeah, of
Shumi
sort.
is just gonna gain money in the future. Nice.
Fuck.
Wow, where did all this gold
Honestly, I
come
don't care.
from?
It worked.
Is there any way I could push for advantage for making them items?
I
mean, if
got you,
you're
homie.
You're spending the time to make them stuff. You're not like out in the middle of combat, so you can actually make what you need, no problem.
Alright.
It's just when you guys are
What-
out in the field and stuff and don't have access to like a hub, is when things require rolls mostly.
Yeah, so what can I make with the herbalism kit?
You can make antitoxins. You can make standard health potions. Oh no, you can make health potions and stuff.
Yeah, but that requires gold as a crafting component.
They can provide that to you. Whatever money they pay you, you can gain.
That's fair. How much does it cost to buy potions from the shop?
What is it, like 20?
It's like 25, 50. I think the next step up is 100, and then I don't remember what's after that.
Oh, I think it's like 20, 25, I think. 50, 150, and then like 250. I think, for like the big ones.
Yeah.
But some of those potions are not accessible until like later levels.
Yeah, I could probably get them a couple of low-level healing potions before they leave.
I mean, low level
Like
drugs.
standard. So I'd say
Awesome.
either like one standard healing potion for each of the party, or double that in antitoxin. Take your pick.
I should be able to buy the normal healing potion, so I'll take the antitoxin.
All right. At some point, Nikki, add 10 antitoxin to their the people's loot of theirs.
All right, how much?
Typically, I don't take money. I usually barter.
Hmm.
You have any nature
Would
related
amethyst work?
items?
Would amethyst work?
How much amethyst?
No.
Uh,
Wait, are you just
Actually-
peeling
Bad,
your own
bad
parts
Voideon,
off
no.
again?
Hold on. Wait a second.
No, I think
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that again. Actually,
Bad
Nikki,
Voideon,
I'm
no.
looking at their inventory. If I combine their 31 jade with my 25 jade, would I have enough crystal coins to make a bong?
Get out of my inventory, you creepy man.
No, you're not getting. First off, points to Voideon. No. Second of all, points to Soviet. No, you're not making a bong.
Hey, my int's at 11. She's not gonna learn this lesson just yet.
I mean, do I have to teach you this lesson? Okay.
This lesson, old man.
I can't do anything because I was kidnapped and now I'm cooking.
Would Draktar skills work? They came for this weird horse dragon thing that shot lightning.
Fuck.
If you must, I'll give you my dancing dandelion.
Alteria, you're with
No.
Gumbo right now.
You can keep that.
You're
You
saying,
can keep
Nikki?
that.
Sorry, I didn't hear Nikki.
How's
Nikki,
Tim's
what did you say?
How's 10 jade sound? A jade for each. Does that work?
Yeah.
Look, I'm completely done with this bartering thing.
That sounds reasonable.
You have to stop.
Alright, so
You
you
have,
accept.
you
Alright,
have
so
a
10 jade.
Hmm?
Alright, so 10 jade, or are you trying to bargain for more?
10 is reasonable.
Alright, I will give you 10 jade. 1 jade for each. Because she knows that their costs like a shit ton back at that Sky City thing, so she just assumes that the jade is like highly variable or something.
Oh no,
She
it's
knows
not worth
that
shit
much.
here.
You know, it's weird because it's in a Prime box, and I did order some fancy soaps.
What?
But
That someone's
Don't worry about it.
person who is buying the house that is also sibling decided to burst into room.
Ah, yes, siblings.
Anyways,
Okay, Azule, why?
What?
Why did you send me that? Okay, you be
My favorite-
normal.
It's my favorite heart emoji. All right.
so
They sent me an
you-
atomically correct heart as an emoji.
It's my favorite
That's a
heart
good one.
emoji.
I see nothing wrong with that.
I'm laughing
Yeah, that's a good one.
about it. God damn it, Azule. Of course. Alright, go back to what you're doing. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Alright, she will pull out 10 jade and hand it over to Suomi. Is this enough? I don't know.
Can't count.
the druid has a very poor concept of money. You can
Oh,
just
no.
you can just hand over 10 and they're like, oh, okay. Guess I'll add this to the pile.
Sweet, thanks. So this Victor guy, you know where he is?
One moment. Yeah, he's over here.
Alright, she will look at the direction Swoomy points to. Alright, thanks.
I want to make something.
She will, in a sense, yeah. It's a bit special for tonight.
Notice anything?
I would like to, yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is gonna be funny because I don't know what these do. Oh, where did they go? There they are.
What happened?
I don't know why it sent it to Shwoomy the Salamancer. 'Cause- okay, so you're I went to like the curse campaign, you're all level 12. And there's 2 Shwoomy sheets and they've been sending things to the wrong sheets.
I can't send. I can't send an item to Calliope unless their thing is Wa.
No.
Then they're not appearing on the send item to player.
So I do this the old-fashioned way.
They should be.
My options
Oh,
are
because
Az'arian,
they're not
Wa,
online.
Alteria, and Durga.
They're online.
Turn dirty noises.
Hello. Which chat does this go to? Eh.
I do not want to send that to the people's loot. Alright, I'm just going to send this to Sama
What?
instead. No.
Getting airdrop.
What did you send me?
Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm something way too cute. What?
So true.
Why did the kitten sneeze?
Why? I'm interested in that. Why?
Fucking goddamn it. Second time in a row.
What?
Good, bro?
Fucking brother. What was that? That's it. I'm locking the door. I can't say what I want to say on Twitch, or I would.
Siblings.
Wow.
Siblings.
That's crazy. You guys have
Yeah.
siblings? Could never be me.
Not that way to me.
Yes.
No, my brother's an asshole.
You guys have
Anyways,
siblings?
I'll
Wow.
go ahead and tell you what I sent to Sama since it won't let me send it to you. You get handed these weird balls of dried mushroom.
What is with you guys and handing us drugs?
They're not drunk.
Shroom time.
Because y'all are planning
These
to
will
get
help
high.
with. These will help with like poison and paralysis and stuff, right? She inspects one of the balls.
No, those are more for. What would you say?
You haven't tested it yet.
They're a suppository.
No, therefore after the date. a bit of a after
Ah.
party, if you will.
Don't even know what
Ah.
they do.
No.
All right.
I don't.
Okay. So
I
plan
don't
B.
know what they do, but this is a fascinating opportunity to find out.
That's a fair point.
This is not this is not above me. I've done this before. I've
Alright.
tested my unused product on others. I can't be. I do have to warn you. These were made by spores, druids. I think. I don't really have an idea of how to gauge their potency.
I'll check later. But still, thanks.
Checks constat. You'll probably be fine. Alteria. Yeah.
Yes.
They have higher con than you.
Why did it do that when I... Lol.
Why did it select
Kite
my
shield.
kite shield?
Fool.
It also just gave you a special
Thanks
effect.
again.
Also,
Special effect.
I do have to ask, you've noticed that their armor is made out of actual dragon scale. Does that at all bother you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice skills.
Their
I mean, so-
their their armor and their shield
And
I mean-
spear.
and spear.
Calliope's armor is also made out of dragon scale.
Yeah, but those are like her scales, though.
I don't
Hmm.
see the difference.
Hey, you also got stuff made from dragons too? Oh,
Also, yeah, we have stuff made from dragons.
my chain
Okay,
blades
that
are
was
dragon
not
parts
mine.
made.
I would have liked to have avoided unnecessarily removing a dragon from the population here, but it did get affected by the metallic curse.
Oh no, I get it. Survival of the fittest.
More like putting down the feral beast.
What's weird is it turned its scales into actual mithril instead of
No, that's
shiny bone.
those are actual dragons. They're mithril dragons. They were just affected by the curse further than their actual metal. So it's already infected their internal organs becoming metal. That was what was
Oh, that was supposed to be private.
Oh.
Anyways,
The hell
Full
you doing in
scales.
the house?
The fuck you doing to Durga's room?
Just
Wait a minute.
just testing things. Leave me alone.
What are you doing to the wall?
Oh yeah, now I remember what Victor was doing during his downtime. He was training. He was quite literally learning his kensei
monastic
stuff.
art.
Yeah, his monastic arts. So yeah, you guys get to see him do some cool stuff.
Sick flips.
If you guys
Montage
go by the shore and stuff, you'll see a dwarf testing. You'll see his blades start duplicating and then start like appearing in front of him, kind of like, you know, Gilgamesh on Fate Zero. You know how he can summon a bunch of blades and start like shooting them at you? He starts doing that, but with a singular blade, just constantly duplicating itself, and then in a line start firing forwards. I need you to see him like almost focusing and everything. What's the other thing he got? 'Cause I know he got Rain of Steel.
Oh, wait a bit.
Oh yeah.
While he was doing that, or she calls out, "Hey, sorry to stop your training, but I wanted to ask you something. You know a guy named Victor? Tall dwarf, knows runes. those sort of things.
Uh,
She's gonna get over here.
Oh, what's
call
wrong,
Awesome.
Nicky? You can't do an Irish accent?
not particularly, no. Not very good.
Awesome.
Imagine an Irishman is talking to you. I don't have Victor right now. They're have IRL stuff going on. Or I think they're actually in the middle of the
Alright.
game.
Yeah.
Alright. Rune stuff, right? You can enchant stuff with them?
Aye, I'm a rune knight myself.
Cool. I wanted to talk to you about something, but looks over at the stall, seeing a little bit of Alteria from the stall. Maybe we should take a few steps over here. Probably. I want this to be a bit private.
Altea has not noticed. They're just singing while
Is that
cooking.
not debatably closer? No, I guess not.
No, okay, so there's a tent here that is enclosed. That is where they are.
Yeah.
All right. So she will whisper this to Victor. I'm kind of making a gift for my girlfriend. It's our first date night, and I want it to be special. I was wondering if you could help me with something. And she will pull out the amethyst that she got from last session. Do you think you can enchant this with something?
Wow. So rune knights can only do specific ones they actually do know. What do you They have cloud and fire.
Pardon?
They have the cloud and fire rune.
Yeah.
Fire rune adds fire damage. Cloud rune, I believe, allows you to redirect an attack.
Yeah.
I'll take the cloud rune for it.
It would be a minor
You can work
effect
for it.
without being a rune knight. It would be more like getting the... Because each of them give a passive, if I remember correctly.
Can't remember what cloud gives. That's passive. I know that fire gives blacksmith.
Okay, cloud gives advantage on deception and sleight of hand. Fire gives... all tool proficiencies are expertise. While it is active. It is a temporary thing.
Fire damage and all tool expertise, or redirecting attacks and advantage on deception and sleight of hand?
No. It's just one of the passives or the other.
Which to choose?
And there's other things they can do because they are an actual smith, among other things. How many tool proficiency you have? Glass blowers, leatherworking, masonry, painting, smith, wood carving. Oh yeah, they got a whole schwack of things they could do.
She'll look down at the size. You go ahead.
These runes will only be things like they can give you things for protection. Small little runic stuff. But because they're not an actual mage, their runes only last for as long as usually a day without a consistent source of magic.
Alright. How many things you go ahead.
To explain, The Scalic Dominion uses these types of runes for protections against specific weathers that plague their land. And those runes are on special stone statues that are where they're placed are directly on ley lines. Unless your character's constantly walking on a ley line, it probably won't always have that effect. But it will recharge if you sleep by ley lines. So,
I mean,
All right.
Alteria is a cleric. Could they not charge it with their magic?
as they're more connected to the celestial side of things, yeah. So it is a chargeable thing. So, I gotta look through something.
She'll look down at the amethyst and looks back up to him. How many things can you make with something this big? Like 1, 2 items?
What? What do you mean?
How many things can you try and make with this? Like if he were to use it as like material components to make an item from it.
What? I don't know what exactly you're showing me. What item?
The big
The
ass
amethyst.
amethyst.
The big
The
amethyst,
amethyst
off your
that we
body?
plucked out from last time. Yeah.
They are not a jeweler. I think that was like one of the tools that they were gonna be working towards as well. They don't have jewelry.
Dang. I guess I'll be bugging Ishikal again on that end, but do you think you can still make the enchantments on it?
Minor things, I can.
Alright. You think you can work with something this big, or should I break it in like part pieces or something?
Just, I don't have the tools to make that gem smaller.
I can just. I can try and break it.
That seems like a terrible idea.
I don't know why you would do that.
Well, it's either that or we can go to the smithy and talk more.
I mean, I could just cut it in half. Do the same thing. It's fine as it is. Because it's a scale. That's one of your scales. Small dragon-ish. Yep. Alright. So don't think of it as like an actual like slotted gem. That was a thing. Just think of your scales being crystalline. So you're like pulling scales like that. The yes. Well, I could make it into a belt buckle. I could make it into fan braces. I could make it into a part of a helmet or a hat.
What about glasses?
Inlaid into a shield. I would have to shave down a lot of the material if you wanted me to do something like that.
If we do manage to make this smaller into multiple pieces, belt buckle and glasses, if possible, would work. If not, then I can go for the bracers. All right. What do you need me to do to help you with this?
You don't have to do anything. Well, what do you want it attached to? Or for it to be? Because it, based on its size, I mean, it can be broken down so much to be able to fit into certain things. Before it just breaks completely.
All right. If glasses are off the table, then she'll take the belt buckle.
All right. And give me a day or two, and I should be able to get the materials and get this all set up for you.
She mentally cringes at the date. Whole day? Nope, it's fine. I'll just say that. Try and stall it or something. Sure. You want me to make a quick run by the store? See if I can get some for you for it?
If you can get me some leather and bits of metal, that's the stock. Actually, does Victor have stocks of metal on him?
He should.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
wait.
we looted metal at some point.
Wait. No, we've been giving all the metal to Erikai, right? Okay, yeah. No, you guys got iron, gold, and silver. So
Iron.
we're gonna use a mixture of silver and gold. Silver to hold the gem in place, gold to add a couple of extra bits of nice stuff to it.
Nice.
Alright, like gilded
'cause-
silver?
Yeah. Because gold is very weak metal and cannot hold a gem in place, I don't think. At least for not very long. It'll eventually fall out. Just don't get
Alright, so
yourself-
leather and gilded silver. Is that all, or do I need to get something else?
They will just say, Erikai has all the materials we need. And then he'll take the gem and head over to the forge, because there's only one forge here. But I have my own tools, so I won't get in the way of him.
I mean,
Oh,
We just gotta.
Awesome, I have
we just
another
gotta
idea
be,
too.
We gotta be consecutive about it. One person on the anvil at a time.
Can I try and make a stealth check as I go behind the tent?
It is a closed off tent. But you do hear a very grumbling voices. Or, well, a grumbly voice.
Hmm.
I don't know if Alteria
Alteria
would be
is
loud
singing.
during this.
Altair is just singing all the time.
real quick, Nikki, am I
Wonder
finding...
how...
Where are you?
Who is you?
You.
Me, I'm in the shop right now.
You are me.
Oh, you
I
are.
am you. You.
Who am I?
I just real quick, I wanted to buy the components for the Hollow spell. It's 1,000 gold.
Yeah,
So you don't forget.
again.
I won't bother. Yeah, I won't bother haggling for this one because it's a lot of money.
Okay, go ahead.
Give me an extra 5 if you need.
Mhm.
I already got the extra 5 from Durga.
Okay.
Go around.
Good old Durga helping people out. That's what he does.
Got a letter for you. Your hands only.
Can't help it. Skyrim.
I know, I get it.
Hey, smudgy guy. Oh, I'll wait. Sorry.
DM'd it to me.
She'll just fly up to the roof.
Erikai will look down at Durga and be like, why ain't this cute? Is this for someone for you as well? Ah, that's adorable.
What?
Alteria. Who's Alteria? Have I met? Does he remember names? That's a good question.
probably
Good
not.
question.
He doesn't care.
Altair did look like his dead wife.
Oh,
Sad.
that's
That-
awkward.
That is the awkward part, because, his wife was a tiefling.
So sad.
And there's like fucking 4 of them in the camp. 3 of them being females. 4. 4 of them being females, 1 being a male. So there's 5.
Oof.
Because
Wait.
there's Sarahza, there's Alteria, there's Beliath, and Az'arian, and then Phil.
Phil's not
Good old
a female though.
No, he's a male,
No, but he's a tiefling. I
but
think
he
that's
is a
what I do.
tiefling.
I thought Phil was an Oni.
No,
No,
Phil's a
he's
tiefling. He's the drug
Damn.
dealer of the. He's talking to Zariah because Zariah is actually the one who basically taught him the ropes to do.
He's
started
teaching
the-
him alchemy in quotation marks.
Yes, alchemy and science.
Friend Az'arian, have you seen where
Um,
Calliope and Alteria have headed off to? I'm talking to Az'arian, not Flint.
Yeah, I'm. Where Calliope went?
Alteria
I-
and Calliope.
So I was
Oh.
following Calliope around. I'm just assuming that I stopped when she went to go talk to Victor, though. I lost track of Calliope when she went to talk to that dwarf, Victor. I'm trying to think here. Did I see Alteria cooking? Yeah, I probably did when we were talking to
You probably
Swirlhead.
saw Gumbo kidnap her.
No, I was inside the
Oh, were you? Okay.
shop when she was kidnapped.
Durga witnessed it.
Slash at my orthodox moment. But I think when we were talking to Swoomy, I saw her over there. So yeah, and I believe Alteria is. I kind of gesture on the corner, doing something with that large guy over there, like cooking or making something.
The Aquaddle?
Yes.
Thank you. Also, we have been on the road for a while, so you may enjoy this.
A gold piece per ballistable.
Oh, actually,
Calliope.
Alright.
yes, that is much appreciated. Thank you, Tide.
Jaw ballista.
Friend Alteria.
The flap
and then
to
Tyrion.
the flap
Could
to
be-
the tent is shut. You'll have to ring the bell to get someone's attention.
I'll knock on the flap so it just makes that noise.
You will get no response as they're preoccupied
Ring-
painting the
Ring the
bell.
bell. Ding-a-ling ding.
Alteria would be singing until she hears you guys and then golds and then opens the tent. Yes, what is it?
It seems that you are enjoying your time right here. I have gathered these for you so that, just in case any elementals have gotten unhappy with us and decided to follow us, you may use these to protect. You may use these to protect our home. Give me a second. Where are you, Alteria?
Eh,
You'll buy 50 of them? Alright.
Yep.
So you'll have 63 ballista bolts.
You want me to
This-
protect the house, I'm guessing?
Yes, as well as this might be useful to use before your, I believe you called it a date night.
I just want to do it immediately because I have to sit for
The
it.
second thing I'm sending you is what he's referring to.
Looks to the bar, so thanks, Tide.
Well, we have been on the road for a while. I'm going to go clean myself as well. I can feel my joints sticking, and it does not feel well. Also, have you seen Calliope?
No, I haven't seen her since we got back from our travels.
Strange. Perhaps she's talking with Solaria.
Whatever.
oh no.
Goes back to cooking while singing.
Evening.
Good evening, Solaria. I realize we actually never came back and reported after we finished that place. I should ask, has Calliope been by?
I don't believe I've seen her yet. I saw her, I think she was by the docks last I heard.
I'll go
She
check
was
around
looking
there.
for Victor.
I am unsure who that is. I have not made myself acquainted with most people here.
Victor's a person I hired for a different job.
Makes sense. We successfully cleared out any danger from that area, as well as we found that there was a raging. He'll just like try to struggle a word. I don't think we would actually know the name of that creature, would we? Oh no, actually, Dalius told us what it was called. Never mind.
Yep.
I believe it was called a Telexolotl.
Well, must have been one of those primordial titans.
I believe so.
Hmm.
We also met an individual there by the name of Dalius.
Dalius.
Or at least a projection of him, not him personally.
You will see her pull out a book. And then she will mouth a few words.
I don't have.
And you will see her like stare blankly for a moment. And then she'll shake her head and be like, not much is known about this, but there's an old name that hasn't been heard in these parts in a long time.
He referred to himself as a king and seemed intent on protecting his crown.
King, once. Yes. His regime fell a long time ago. But, I guess no one decided to come to his castle and tell him.
He says that he has actually been locked away in there.
Yes. Funny story. A long time ago, a bunch of, individuals showed up, and calling themselves metal druids, I guess. And they started helping the curse further, and they actually sealed him away because of that.
Strange.
The curse should be reciting now, so it should possibly no longer be sealed, but we don't know.
He said he is currently sealed. He has also asked us, and the majority of my party agreed to help, to free him. And he said in exchange he will try and stop the rampaging blood elementals, I believe he called them.
Oh. So he was not actually...
He says that he's lost control of them and can no longer, control them.
I guess if they're mindless drones just doing whatever they can. I would say if it benefits... What has he asked you to do? Other than that.
He asked us to go to these key locations, and he'll point them out on the map, and destroy whatever is sealing him in this tower.
As I said, there was a group of wizards that sealed him away. And the curse made it even worse for him to be able to escape. Being so far away from everything, I guess I can understand why he still thinks he owns this place. Hilarious.
I should also state, while he was not inherently, I would use the word, evil, he is scum.
Wow.
I see. I'm guessing you don't like nobles like that.
I actually have no issues with nobles.
I don't know
It was-
very much about what he was. All I know is he was once a king of this land.
It was moreover of his initial assumptions of who we were.
Ah,
He is very much the kill first, find out later type of individual. So while I will say he's dangerous, I don't think he is inherently evil. Because it was in his defense, trying to protect what he viewed as his.
hmm. I see. Seems like a, troubled a bit. I would keep your wits up about him, and when you're, able to understand more about him, I would just, don't be too trusting, as I don't know how he may react to his regime being basically diminished to nothing.
Yes, I have elected to not accept any items that he has offered our party. However, I believe my party mates have accepted some items. Perhaps a use of the identify spell over those to make sure there's no ill effects on them might be in due.
Yes, bring them all to me and I...
I'll just give a slight bow and start to leave. Oh, Lost Fate.
Hello, friend.
We sorely miss you. Would you be interested in joining us on the road again?
He... Oh my. Making me blush already. I would be delighted to join you on your journey again.
We appreciate it. And Tide will just give a bow.
He will tip his hat. Lost Fate has
Friend
joined the party.
Let's go!
Hooray.
Friend Durga, I was told I could find Calliope here. Have you seen her?
I think she was
You
by
would have
Brian.
seen her. Yeah.
Jumps out of water.
God.
Do I scare you? I'm a pretty massive looking iguanal.
He's not massive.
I mean,
he's
to be
short
fair-
but buff, which is scary.
Everything compared to Durga looks massive, so...
This is sadly true.
He's Durga's height, but he's like super fucking jacked.
Oh no, Durga's tiny. Soggle is like 5'6" ish, and like weighs like 400 pounds, 300 pounds ish. He really big, muscly.
Boy. You big boy.
Yes, but he's
I
not as
need some-
big as Gumbo.
Love my boy.
Gumbo's just a unit.
Gumbo's a
gives off
tall
dad
unit.
energy.
Soggle's a short unit.
She's oh, as javelins.
Good evening. I actually do not believe I know your name.
I am Soggle. Oh my goodness, what is going on?
I don't know what effect you put on him.
I think I put on spectral images.
Freaking Durga the fuck out.
Oh,
Ah,
better clean jutsu.
I need to know what his int score is.
Soggles? Oh,
Yes.
it's improved now.
Huh.
What was it before?
He had like negative like 3 to all his mental stats.
That's sad. Have you
Ouch.
seen a... what are they called? Dragonborns? I forget what they're called.
Technically, she's a dragonborn.
Have you seen a purple dragonborn anywhere around here?
I've seen the purple dragon either. I also saw the man who can punch swords into existence.
That's fucking awesome.
I love him.
I would assume that would be Victor.
Yes.
Do you know where they may have gone?
They went to the smith.
Thank you.
Alright.
No, he's made a friend.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm Foggle.
Alright, I got some
Durga.
stuff to buy this while I
Nice
wait for
to meet
Erikai
you.
to do the stuff.
I help take down I'd help beat this. I beat the living crap out of those shard mines. And I help take over the city.
He talks like a white girl.
Because he's
He like
been
points
doing
at
handicraft.
he points at the tent over here. He and some others helped as well. And then he will point down, oh yeah, that one down there, and like points to the little short, stubby tiefling by the fire.
She is not short, she is just a bee.
She's literally 4'3". What are you talking about?
Yes, but when she transforms, she turns to 5'3".
Like, she's as short as Flint's. Yeah, well, she's like 3 inches taller than Flint.
Flint is pocket sized.
Ty, do you make it to the smithy area? They both look at you. Metal
Good
man.
evening. I assume you're Victor, as on the account that I have not seen you before.
Which one are you talking to?
To Victor.
Yeah,
I've
those
seen,
guys are
I've
talking
seen
to
Erikai and Enoch.
Uh.
Enoch.
Ah, welcome. And you are?
I would be Tide.
Nice to meet you, Ty. I am the Victor.
I'm currently looking for my friend Calliope. She is about a yay tall purple dragonborn.
You
I was
just
told that you
lost
were-
them.
Do you know where they may have gone off to?
Inside, I think.
If a robot could sigh.
People say inside
about
the,
time.
like, just inside the doorway. There.
So find it funny how you've been on a wild fucking
Oh,
goose chase.
Ah,
Oh,
friend Calliope.
hey, Eric. Oh, hey, Tide.
Just who I was looking for.
You need some?
Just
Need
something to just something that I wanted to give you. I collected these from our trip out.
Mm.
I'm sure that you remember what we got from those carriages, and I picked these two out for specifically you. And Tide will send this to Calliope. I'm sure that you will find a good use for them. As well as, we have been on the road for a moment, and you might appreciate this.
Oh, thanks.
You are a difficult woman to find.
Yeah, sorry. He's gone. Okay.
Yeah,
And I will
sorry,
just
God.
I will just jump in the water and start cleaning myself with my own piece of soap.
Alright. Erikai, I got another thing for you if you're not too busy working on the other thing. First, I'll be right back. Just need to get some stuff.
Hammer.
Hey, Fire Fist.
Hello. May I help you?
You got any magic jewelry? I heard something called spell ring. Spell ring. It was these weird rings that can use spells. Do you know anything about that? Or any other magic like necklaces or anything of the sort?
You mean one that can store spells?
Yeah, one of those.
Doodads.
One of those dads.
There are. Okay. The ring of spell storing is it's a rare item, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so it's like 1,000 gold.
I'll buy
No,
that later.
But
then.
Fire Fist has discount prices. As you guys are part of the camp and helping actually like rebuild it. So a lot of things are not like absolutely full price.
That might be an investment for later.
So I would say it would be more like 800 gold for that.
I am not even halfway to that. So I will put that on the back burner for now.
Oh, I gotta check my actives. 1 second. Aha!
Right.
This guy's here.
Nani?
It's this guy.
Traveling merchant.
Nani?
He has a carriage that pops out into a shop. He's gonna place himself in the most opportune spot here. Right by the docks.
I forgot I
All right.
summoned him
Well,
to talk business.
how much for all of these? And she will list off all of her tool
For you.
proficiencies.
Really now tied.
She wants.
What is Durga's passive perception?
Oh boy.
It is 10 plus your modifier, I believe, isn't it?
Yes.
I modified. Yeah.
Alright.
Perception is passive 20.
Durga's?
Yes.
Very fucking
Yeah.
perceptive, my guy. You must understand this.
So anyways, Durga probably noticed this tide trying to pull him into the water.
A hand grasps your leg, slowly
Yeah.
pulls you in.
Stop that.
It is-
No.
It is bath time.
Release.
It is bath time.
I believe if
I'll get it when I damn well ready.
someone, it is a contested athletics.
Or he can use acrobatics.
I
Yeah.
would prefer my
Yes.
acrobatics.
See, here's the problem. You don't get a choice.
No.
You
No.
know,
It's
not about it. Really gonna do this to me, you second. Alright. Come on, guys, please. Please.
The girls are shopping for date night, and the boys are trying.
That's a failure. So they automatically fail any strength or dexterity saving throw they may make. So I'm just gonna pull him into the water.
Middle of talking to Soggle. It's like, why are you touching my leg?
What?
It opens the dark and
Oh
looks
no, are we
at
going
Erica.
for a swim?
Here.
I love how the girls are getting ready for like date night and the boys are busy jollying each other.
Cannonball!
Hides a
Girl-
robot.
Girls' locker room. Oh my god, I can't wait for tonight. It's gonna go so well. Boys' locker room, fucking war zone.
Title drop concentration on the hold person as soon as Durga's in the water.
How does
Alright,
the water feel? This is the first question I might as well ask today.
It's actually warm. Imagine tropical.
As bad as I thought.
It is summer in this region.
Mm.
It's late spring starting to become summer, and it's becoming winter in the northern regions.
Alright, so I got some stuff that I'm gonna buy.
Which is why it's a lot colder in the primordial blessed lands.
What everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
Continues cooking.
So
Durga and
before-
Tide are taking a bath.
They don't like you right now.
Alright, I'm gonna bother Erikai a bit, but before that, you got any of these that I can buy? And she will rattle off all of her tool proficiencies, as well as a shield that she can wear while fighting, like those mini shields.
You want shields?
Well, shields, these smith tools, an herb kit, flute, a violin, and thieves' tools.
Need a violin. Why do you need a violin?
Never
have
underestimate the power pack taste of a violin.
Ew, I have 2 violins.
Fire Fist will say
She doesn't know that.
all those things, but there is a merchant in town who probably has been to the other cities and has stuff like that. You can go and meet
Alright.
Plump, the magic shop. He also sells other extremities for other things for traveling and all that stuff. The compliment.
homes?
Alright. I'll go pay him a visit. I'll go pay him a visit then. Thanks.
I think he would be by
And-
the dock.
She's like a dancer, but she's like good. But
Cool.
She's, like, not that
Thanks.
good.
And she will plop
Like,
it.
they're like, we think it goes
Oh,
that
there.
well. And I'm like, oh, this is like
Az'arian. Arcus.
So,
We can hear a little bit of your background noise.
yeah, only a switch push dock. I remains really loud.
I'm afraid to ask Nikki, has his wagon upgraded to Beetles?
Yes. Don't pretend there's no horses in front.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It
Pretending.
is now
Alright.
Beatles.
How do I...
She's gonna head on out, but before that, she drops 8 gold on the counter for her. Thanks. Erikai! Smitey guy!
Yes, I am Monty.
Sorry to bother you again, but I got an idea for another thing.
Boy.
Big. Not as big.
Okay.
Still pretty big.
Think you can make something with this? You think you can make something with this? And she will pull out one of the vials of Ethereum.
Ooh, my. I haven't seen things like that. Well, possibly.
That was... Yeah, we found this place that we can, like, get shit tons of this stuff, but kind of hurts if you stay in it for too long. I don't know, I've been, like, using potion bottles to get some stuff. You think you can make something with this?
I can attempt to use the elven infusions. Crystal elves used to be able to do that. We met some a while back. Was it Erikai that met them, or was it Victor that met them?
When did we meet them?
Library.
Library, that would have been Erikai,
Yep, okay.
because we haven't taken Victor to the library yet.
Yeah, okay. The group that Victor now runs with, that I help with armoring and smithing and stuff. He will explain, there's, a library that some crystal elves, crystal empire individuals will, that run it, wouldn't mind, teaching those things for favors.
Huh. Sweet. She will make a note of that for later. Perhaps Cecilia might be interested.
Erica will say he'd love to try and experiment anyways on trying to learn how the infusion works, but he knows that the Crystal Empire is way better at that, as they've perfected it.
Cool. I got some to help you experiment with. She will pull out the blood Ethereum vial and one of her long swords, which she still has for some fuck all reason.
Just a long sword. Alright, I'm gonna send that to your party inventory. Both of them. That way they're marked in there for it.
Resources blocks will appear here once they've been added.
Once I'm done cooking, I'm gonna go and take a bath and wash my clothes. Dude.
So, what do you think you can make with that?
We probably should have taken a bath sooner. Don't be afraid to RP.
As you were talking about people, so I just don't want to interrupt too much.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt
By all
either.
means.
Same.
Perfectly fine with-
I wonder if Paul will ever meet his dad.
No. No, he will not.
Oh, before I let you to it, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to my shop.
Vicky,
Yeah.
I make a history check.
Does Gumbo know who Pwomp is?
They're both of the city of Ire. And they're both Galgiri.
What does Galgiri mean?
Galgiri are the Aquaddle equivalent of Giantkin.
That's an aquaddle.
Yes.
This is an Aquaddle, yes.
I thought he was a bird creature.
No. I don't know how you got bird out of salamander.
I wasn't looking close. I didn't really hover over it. I thought like the green was like phoenix plumage and stuff.
No, he's
No.
wearing he's wearing forestry.
I've hovered over it now and looked at it, but like I wasn't like hovering over it for the art, so I just was looking at the token.
He is well camouflaged.
Yeah.
Too well.
It's mostly just stuff he sells. Gumbo. This is Pwomp. He is a younger Aquaddle that became a aspiring merchant and actually has gained some renown in recent. Respect him as a fellow merchant, but he's not exactly competition as he cannot make his own food. But he sure does know how to strike up a deal. The Curse of the Icefields campaign has made this man rich.
We have
And then some.
taught him the art of the deal.
I feel very tired.
He's moving a
Uh,
lot.
You'll see he has plenty of things in his inventory. You even see a assortment of metal fruit. This isn't a joke. And yes, they are still metal because they're no longer attached to the trees.
I wanted to do something as Swoomy, so I'll get back to that at a later date.
You also see a potted plant that's fully metal. You see very extravagant like magic items that you're like, how did he get a hold of these? What was the magic item you gave him?
I sold him the robe of eyes.
Ah, yes, the robe of eyes. But he has stuff to his side. He has this strange metal, very small like club. It looks like, but when he like pulls it out, it extends to like a quite long, almost like quarterstaff, and it's electric, and it has electricity going through it.
Is he transporting any small livestock?
He is small livestock.
Is he transporting any like animals, like
small
fresh food, like fresh
chicken?
I mean, like, is he transporting fowl or
a bird?
Small,
Yes.
Small game.
Small bird game. Yes.
You know, livestock animals like rabbits, chicken, pigeon, pigeon.
Some of them metal, some of them not.
Does he have like a handful of breeding does he have like, say, a rooster and a couple of hens that are not metal? I need to start a chicken farm, Nikki.
He has regular chickens, but no hens.
No hens,
At the
only
moment.
roosters. Nikki, that's a dangerous thing to be transferring only.
Other way around. He only has hens. Sorry.
He only has hens, no rooster.
Yeah.
I can work with that temporarily.
I can make this work.
Egg.
Indeed.
The camp has now acquired egg.
We got egg.
Egg?
But if you specifically ask for it, Plump will try to get some for the next time he comes.
Well, you logistically only need one rooster.
Yeah, I mean, if you specifically ask for things for him to go out and buy, he will go out and get those things so he can sell them back to you.
Yes.
He knows what the customer wants. 'Cause he gets what the customer wants.
I will purchase the hens and the supplies to construct a chicken coop, but I will require a rooster at a later date. Because I forget how long a hen lives. That they've got like, I think 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Chicken don't have that long of a life. Hold on, let me fact check.
Chickens live like
this.
5 years, 6 years.
They live a bit of time. They don't die instantly.
They only produce eggs for a few years, I believe, but they live for a while.
They also die easily to things like 5 to 10 years. But they're also easily susceptible to certain diseases and sicknesses. But
It's okay, when they lay eggs, you just gotta throw them and maybe it'll hatch. Kidding. Sorry,
If you didn't,
dumb Minecraft joke.
That's just how it works, though, right?
Yeah.
I thought that's how it's supposed to work. You throw an egg, it
Minecraft.
hatches.
It's a survival game.
Yeah, no, that's about right.
Accurate.
Easy.
yeah, it'll hatch into a pile of yolk.
It's delicious either way.
That's how I hatch them on my farm. We just throw the eggs.
we have acquired Chimkin.
Are they like regular chickens, or can they be like small Cornish hens?
They would be regular chicken.
Badge.
You say that, but no.
No.
Are they
they're not
metal? Are
regular
they metal
chickens.
chickens?
Are they metal
No.
chickens? Damn.
What kind of chimpkin?
They're not like white, like your typical. They're a different colored chicken, different colored feathers and everything. They look more like, I would say, like larger chickens and more like the size of dodos. They're just
I'm
bigger
sorry,
chickens.
are you telling me we have dire chickens? Dire chimpkin.
Not
Bigger chicken.
so much. These are just.
Hey, Tide.
They're just chickens.
Bye, Tide.
Hi, Calliope.
Chimpkin sandwich.
Tide will just kind of like start
Hey,
lifting
Tide.
him onto the
So
ship.
sort of like a Jersey Giant, pretty much, or
All right.
I don't remember what we had in the
Yeah,
farm. We had some big ones.
I see you finished cleaning yourself.
All right.
So,
Oh, how does this
talking
how does this guy thing work?
Cochin, Malay, Brahma.
Talk about the chickens later.
Sorry.
No, we need to know what kind of chicken it is right now.
I don't think I should
You
have
get, like 3 chickens.
a description for it if you click on it. I believe it's just like it activated.
It's
Yeah, you can just cast this guy's self from it at will.
they're like
Alright, you
golden
will
feathered
cast it.
chickens that are like double the size of normal chickens. I mean, yeah, they're still technically raptors, but like they're still docile-ish.
They only peck a little bit.
Yeah. Imagine, well, a child could probably ride on one of these.
So
Or Flynn.
Plump.
What?
Plump is child shaped.
Yeah. I was gonna say Flint too, but I realized it's not that tiny. But
Is it small sized creatures or
small sized creatures, yeah. Or well, like ish.
ish?
With some difficulty.
Oh, Erica, I have a
Chickens are
question.
generally like tiny sized so it'd be like small.
Blacksmith, I have a question. Did you get my letter?
Yes, I got your letter. Your Alteria then. Sorry.
Yes.
Names are
We've-
I'm not very familiar with you yet.
No
Yes, I
problems.
got your request. I thought it was for that little rat man, but this makes sense too. Yeah, that can be easily done.
When will it be ready? I swear if I hear tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It'll be the day after tomorrow.
I should be able to have them done. How quickly do you need them?
By tonight.
I can probably have them done tonight.
Damn, rush job. Right.
Nods. And then dries off clothes by the fire and then walks away.
Funny time.
All right, how do I cast this guy's self in here? I don't have the spell.
You can cast it from the hat, I believe. So if you go to inventory and click hat of disguise, you should just be able to use the disguise self. So
Look at all these chickens.
All right, there we go.
Look at all these chickens.
Oh man.
All right, I got it.
Chickens, I don't know what to do with myself.
what do you disguise about yourself? I don't remember you having this.
She's done it before.
I bought it I bought it like a few sessions ago, and I attuned to it at some point.
Yeah,
She
I'm
did
just
use it.
Uh,
She turned into a succubus last time.
No, I didn't.
I remember it had something to do with succubus. I don't know.
That's just Alteria vision.
Oh,
talking.
right.
I
You
remember.
see, all right. I think I remember what you were talking about. You see her form change into something odd. She looks like a cross between a librarian and a gothic Lolita like noble. She's wearing glasses, and the hat of disguise is hiding both of her horns.
If I may ask, what's the purpose of such disguise?
Well, outside of date night, I originally bought this in order to hide from people who might not like dragons. I heard there's some here that might jump us because of, well, me. I don't know if they can smell dragon, but at the very least, I shouldn't look like a dragon with this on.
How do I put this, Calliope? You are family. If anyone attacks you because of your heritage, I will not hesitate to reduce them.
Ah, thanks. Same here.
Oh god.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Oh
God,
God!
please no.
Why are you?
Why? What is this?
Please stop.
Can you not?
Can you literally not?
Oh,
Oh, shit, fuck.
I like to imagine Ty's just like, you are family. Everything goes still.
As in the speech of the dead fuck. Alright.
Talk like that again, Durga, and I'm dragging you in the water, because at least I can understand you in there.
I can understand.
Because they're, funny stuff.
Anyone feel a
Alteria,
weird sense
how
of
are
foreboding?
you? Make me a religion check.
Religion.
Yeah.
I should make a religious character one of these days.
You're the cleric. You're
20.
My sweet lord.
Why are you doing this?
The name of the fucking pillars, what the hell?
Spear, what did you guys expect?
I
Oh,
expect you to
God.
call your own god, not this one.
Why are you
Oh.
contacting her?
I like the image of, like, Alteria going into the house, lost space, like, hi Alteria, how have you been? As fucking fire appears, everything freezes.
He has a seizure.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. No. That's just unfortunate for fate.
Oh, Faye!
This
What
is
did you do when he was here?
this isn't the right one. But I am gonna use the correct.
Can you stop fraternizing with literally the worst person in existence?
Actively, like,
Why did
evil. Just a bad
Why
chick.
would you do this?
Like,
Because they can. Because they
Also,
can.
when we all gather back together, point your hands and laugh at Az'arian because they're the only one who has not taken a bath.
I just haven't gotten around to it.
I know, I'm teasing.
Worlds.
I mean, there is such thing as prestidigitation. Just saying.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lazy.
You don't just clean yourself with magic every day.
No, I'm
What
a
the hell?
robot. What kind of magic you think I have?
Kinda cringe. You don't clean yourself with
Probably
precipitation.
meant if you're a robot.
So wait,
As
wax
well as
on,
it's
wax
soap.
off?
So it probably smells better than
I
prestidigitation.
expected.
I'll use
Actually, prestidigitation can make stuff smell like things, can't it? This
I
one
don't
of
think
its abilities.
it can provide. It can make a minor sensory effect, so it's not like something that'll last. It's just like you can make it
No,
stop
yeah.
momentarily.
Just a sec, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just chatting while you're.
Alteria, you pray to the Pillar of Death. Once again, she appears before you this time, looking down towards you. A visage of herself. Why does one disturb me at such high times? You know there is a war.
Well, look, people, chaos. Okay, okay. I'm willing to hear you out. Again, for the second time. What are you really planning?
She will cross her arms. Listen, you know my reasoning. You know my voice.
Right. Fair enough, but I only contacted you to try convincing you, or at least let you hear me out before you do whatever you're gonna do.
Persuasion.
What? What? Oh, persuasion? Nice. Okay. Persuasion, don't fail me
See
now.
if you can beat her passive.
Passive's gotta be.
Ooh.
Never mind.
God damn!
Nice. She will let out a bit of a scoff. Fine. I'll hear you out.
What you're doing right now, it's genocide, it's misguided, and you're doing more harm than you want, than you're hoping to get out of this. That's why she pauses, then looks at her. I would ask you to change your mind. There are a lot of people who have lost a lot, and you doing this is just gonna make it worse. So don't. What I'm trying to say is, don't be the hero. Don't try to be the villain of this, of history that goes down and fades away. Be a hero. Be the hero that remains, that helps others and stuff. There are so many people who've been abandoned, such as myself, but because a pillar decided to help me, I found the light. So why don't you be the light to someone else? You don't have to go to war just to bring good fortune. You know that? No one wins in a war.
We can't have one thing without the other. There must be... There needs to be a balance in things. And sure, what I might be doing may be outright despicable, as you say. But I think it's necessary.
What though?
How else will it? How do you suspect you want to open all of these people's eyes? What do you think it will take?
Yeah, someone who someone who can be a leader looks to her. Someone who's able to guide people without outright helping them to the point that they rely on the person. You could be that person.
Yeah, and the last time we relied on someone like that, look where it got us. With the last pillars. And even then, they're barely even here. Most of them are dead. Because of their own actions, because of... They tried to do that. but they got corrupted. Like I said, some things they have to. I
Really
like
sure you want to
your
go down this path.
I like your intentions, and I think it's admirable. I don't think you can change my mind. I have done too much already.
It's not too late to change. Never is.
Oh, you may say that, but I've already done worse than what I was about to do. I'll still release my original plan, but Alteria, how about this? You choose one continent that does not get affected by it.
There's really no way to change your mind.
She's too far gone. She thinks she's 100% done way too much stuff to go back.
He's in the right.
She knows she's in the wrong, but she knows she's doing it for good reasons. Alright.
They're gonna rummage through her pockets for a moment, and then hand her something. Which is the blood bead.
She can't take stuff physically. This is a projection.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
The last time someone made an offering to her, it didn't exactly go well.
Alteria didn't make
Was it the bird?
What?
Was it the bird who prayed to Viora, or was it someone else?
No, they did a blood
That
ritual,
summoned all those
which
creatures.
is a little
That's
different. Different type of offering. It's still... Well, as I said, I'm attacking all major cities. Select the kingdom that you believe doesn't deserve it. And I'll accept.
Guys, which
Only
kingdom?
one exception. The Scalic Dominion is not of that.
I choose here.
You choose the icefields.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. They have suffered a
Oh.
lot anyways. They
Also,
don't need more. I accept.
also,
I will
please.
tell Legora to stand off.
Also, please don't choose Calliope.
Hmm? You mean the dragon?
Yes.
Hmm. Since you guys are mostly here, then fine. But if you leave, and she goes to someplace major, I will have to. You will be unaffected. So will your friends. But I need some to release it all if I can't find someone.
What do I have to do to convince you not to use her?
You just don't have to leave in the next 3 months.
What do I have to do to convince you not to use her?
Give me
Oh,
someone to take their place. A name will do.
Sama.
alright. I choose me.
No!
That will not work, as I already know you will not be leaving this place.
which one of your party members are you willing to sacrifice him, Sama?
Oh, no, she means
Does it
anybody.
have to be a party
It
member?
doesn't have to be a party member. It means
I
anybody
know,
else.
I know, I'm teasing.
And she says she only needs to know
Does it
the
have-
name.
Hmm.
Alright. I can't believe I have to do. No. Hmm.
You called upon this.
I have to think of
then-
it.
You can be super clever about this. She did just say a name out loud.
She did say a name out loud. I will say that name if I can remember it.
Legarel.
What about that
Legaro.
Sephiroth guy that we had to run off from?
Yeah. Legaro.
You're so wrong, guy. You guys are talking about the guy
Damn.
you guys stole the boat from.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Her
about that
eyes will
guy?
widen. Oh, it's like, oh, you want me to? Fine. I guess that one is on me.
No.
I already told him he should leave this place. Then I'll send him. This has been giving me the most trouble. Let's throw him somewhere in the skeleton. Let him stir trouble
You don't-
in our old home.
You don't have to. I know I can't change your mind, but really, you don't have to do this. I know you feel you're too far gone for this, but just reconsider. You don't have to actually do it, you just have to think about it. Is it really too late for you? I know it may seem like it, but it's never too late.
My guy, she literally genocided a planet because she was bored and wanted to test shit.
I know.
We've all been there. It's understandable.
What?
What
did you get?
Let's. This isn't the first time I've done this.
It doesn't
This will
have to be the.
second.
It can be the last. Doesn't have to be.
First one was a
Constant.
failure. They didn't listen. They continued not to listen. And now they've lost too much to care. And I think they're just together to try and take back what is theirs. My plan is simple. If I can take out their major cities, they will have to group together to kill me anyways. Or at least have someone to fall back, scapegoat. I like your tenacity and wanting to stop me. There's no point.
Then I hope you find peace if you ever die.
I've already learned from my mistakes. I know what not to do and what to do this time.
There's always a chance that you can go back on your. You can go back now. I'm not saying you have to, but if you do, I don't mind helping you.
Goodbye, Tyrion. Until next time. If
This
there
was
is
next
one. I fear the Maltos are moving quicker than expected.
Goodbye. I hope you find peace. If you
Left.
left. Sighs. And then walks out of room.
Calliope,
Legal.
that burning mark on your body disappears.
He does not notice.
Believe Calliope, so we'll protect you if need be. Speaking of which, I saw an individual that I recognize for some reason who might be able to help you with your condition.
Oh? Who are they?
I'm unsure how I know this. However, there was a strange man in a lab coat near the center of the town. Something tells me he might be able to help you with whatever's been happening to you since you ate that void dragon. Geese.
Eight. I
Isn't
only
that
ate
how-
Brasilia's tail.
I thought you. How did you gain the infection then? I thought you ate the void dragon's breath sac or something like that.
No. The infection thing was from Bayara putting that curse on me.
Some of you may have also been hit by some of the infected during your time in the labyrinth.
Rokan. Whatever illness has been taking you over. At the very least, he seems like a doctoral type.
Alright, if he's willing to help out, then sure. I don't want this affecting you guys.
We may have to convince him, of course. You're looking very
At the very
clean.
least, I might have some bargaining chips. Oh shit.
Oh shit, you.
Don't lean onto her, don't lean into her, don't lean into her.
And what you don't want it to do is to boil over and then, oh god damn it, Phil! sorry. Alright.
So while that was happening, I would have liked to do a couple of things with Shmoomy.
Wait.
Yes.
Looks like Swamp. I'll come to you later.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually have to speak with my tongue sticking out of my mouth, because that's how they speak.
Okay.
It's the tongue.
Good evening, Alteria. And good evening to you, Mr. And Tide will gesture towards who I know as Az'arian.
If you get a Coldrix flexing emote, I will put it on.
That is not. I believe that loses to all of our passive perceptions.
Alteria's 8. I think all of you have, passively at least 10 or above.
My passive is 14.
Mine's 10.
Already discovered what
Also,
mine was.
Durga, don't tell you don't know jack shit who this character is.
What was that?
I ran into him recently.
Hello.
No, I'm talking about Calliope. She's in her disguise right now. You two don't notice her.
That's fine.
Recognize her, I mean.
Guys moved before.
I have noticed through the listenings that you may be someone who is good with drugs.
I am a scientist and I'm good with things. I am a doctor as well, so if you are needing to be stitched up, I can do that as well. What do you need?
Tide will bow and introduce himself and say, I am Tide, and these are my companions, Durga, Alteria.
Oh shit, you guys actually noticed me. Dang it.
I have an 8 in my passive perception, I do notice you.
No, don't worry. I know.
It's all good. And our individual friend here, she has had an issue afflicting her for a while, and I was wondering if you might be able to take a look at it.
Also, if you're selling drugs, I'd be willing to buy some.
Calliope, what do you mean?
Blinks.
Oh no, they're not from me.
I'm glad my reputation supersedes me. Yes, I might be able to help with your ailment. Secondary thing, yes, I may have drugs. It depends on your ailment, I may hand them to you. if you want other stuff, my apprentice likes to sell them on the side. I myself am against it, but he won't listen.
I'm assuming you're talking about this individual here, and title gesture towards Phil.
Yeah, he will nod and be like, yes, that is Phil, my assistant. Philanthropy or philosopher, whatever virtue name he gives himself.
Interesting. As to not spark panic, it might be better for us to move to a more private area for you to inspect her.
I don't think it's necessary.
Why not?
Here, let me take you to my clinic.
My clinic.
My clinic.
Is it
I meant
like-
maybe just like out of the middle of town.
Oh, yeah.
Calliope,
Either way, Doc.
It's just in the middle of
Calliope, you
woods.
don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. It's already gone.
What?
It's gone.
Tide will just like cock a head at you. I don't remember it getting cured at any point.
I got it cured while you guys were busy with whatever you guys are doing.
That seems
How?
impossible.
I'm not doubting your abilities. I'm not doubting your abilities for 1 second. You know how to do shit, and you can get shit done, but I'm honestly curious how. Did you cast a spell or something?
Yes.
Huh. Neat. I am not quite ready for date night just yet. I still have a few things to do. But once it's done, then we can get started. Also, how do I look?
The way, you look amazing as always. Curry's away. Curry's away as quick as possible.
Thanks.
Well, I
Thanks.
guess I don't need this epic
You look
music.
adorable.
1 sec.
You look adorable. Oh, she left.
Yeah, she dipped.
I will get a I will tell her a compliment one day.
I mean, she's just wearing a shirt and shorts. Short shorts.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's Zaraya. We watched them walk over here.
I'm gonna cap it on the shit out of her. I
You
have
see
to.
a place with like a small examination table and the cleric, Soraya, with like. Alright, I can examine you
A
here.
cleric?
Yeah. It's the cleric. They're a healer. Their name is Quathal. They're a cleric of Celeste.
Oh, that makes one of us.
Hey.
What the what's that supposed to mean?
Another one of my kind. Another cleric of my kind. Quathal will bow at Alteria. Welcome, High Priestess.
Else?
Calliope will also bow.
You fraternize with another god more than yours.
You can be laid on the table. Nice. Alright,
Yes,
time
getting
for
late now?
examination. Takes out.
Tide, look away. Durga, look away.
I am a robot.
Should I be? You want me to be sedated or something, or is it fine?
I'll just walk away.
He takes out a syringe and pokes your arm and starts drawing blood.
Make an attack. Can you pierce her scale? I'm joking.
Tactile now, do it, bitch.
He tries to pierce it and it just bends. Ah.
Damn it.
Don't rage on me.
That's fine, I got
You're
it.
resistant.
She was about to say, if you don't have any stakes, I got it. And she was about to rage, but then he pulls out the needle like, oh, alright.
It's not like I'm performing surgery on you or something. He's just taking your blood. And he's going to put it on a thing and start examining it. Alright. You seem perfectly healthy.
Strange.
According to you, this sample of blood. And he'll do an actual examination of your actual. Oh, that's not.
Gosh darn it.
What was that? I'm sorry, you're
Nothing.
like really muffled.
Yes, that is a good thing for once.
And what you do?
Other than missing some scales, which I think those will grow back pretty nicely, you're a perfectly healthy young dragon.
This is
Yeah.
strange.
I told you I got this. I told you I fixed it already.
Other than, like I said, strange scarring and missing scales, it should be fine.
Quick question, Doc. With that blood, you already know that there's like dragon elements and stuff to it, but did you find anything else in there? Just curious.
Anything else?
Like other signatures or anything? Like Fey, Fiend, Celestial, Elemental, those sorts of things?
What do you mean?
One of the reasons is because one of the reasons was because we fought some like blood creatures, and I was worried that some of it might have got inside my bloodstream or something.
Oh,
I did get fucked up with one of our battles.
if there was something blood related, I would have seen it in your blood already. It should be fine.
And there's nothing wrong with her.
Other than a strange marking on her body, that is basically just a scar. Or at least looks like one. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with her.
What was that?
She's all good.
I didn't hear what you said.
She will look down.
Oh, other than a strange scarring on her body that doesn't look like a normal scar.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say something else, like one more thing, and then you just.
Nothing else.
Oh, okay.
She will look down to where the mark was. The mark of Iara.
Looks like the mark of Iara, but it is a scar. And it doesn't look active or anything. Just looks like a surgical scar, almost.
I will turn their head towards Alteria. Curiosity. How did you afford such a spell?
Afford such a spell?
Well, we
I think
previously
she was
tried.
doing it in the house. Good.
We
I
previously
used my
tried.
favor.
Go ahead.
I have used my favor.
Your favor.
Okay. Out of character, we have divine favors from Celeste.
Right, I forgot about those. LMAO.
Wait, how many do we have left?
Alteria,
We all got one.
Deception.
Nice.
Yeah, because you are lying.
Can I try and help that by joining in on it? Like, yeah, she did some great magic stuff. I'm assuming Celeste probably helped out too.
I mean, I'm
She may
assuming
be
you
busy,
wouldn't.
but
You
she
don't
might
Here's the
know
thing.
she's
I would
lying.
assume that you. Yeah, I was like, I assume you wouldn't know that she's lying. Come on.
Yeah,
You
Roll
can't,
I'm legitimately
you
like,
can't help someone lie if you don't know they're lying. It doesn't work like that.
Especially since you were like talking with everyone else at the time. You weren't like around. Whoo! I actually have a chance to beat this.
No.
I actually have a chance to beat this.
I'm also very skeptical.
What? Fuck.
Yeah, people don't get by Durga easily, apparently.
I have a -2, and I still win.
I refuse to do that. I agree with Alteria wholeheartedly.
Not this.
You used your favor.
Hmm.
I thought we agreed to use this all at once, though. It'd be a bit strange to just go do that off by yourself. Why didn't you gather the rest of us?
He's more important than my favor.
You were kind of muffled for the first half of that. All I heard was like something important favor.
Life is more important than my favor.
Well, I understand that, but it was to lessen the burden on your god, remember? So that she didn't have to make multiple trips for the individual.
Tide,
Yes.
please drop it. I'm not.
Well-
I'm not. I'm asking as a friend. Please drop it.
Well,
We will talk about
Thanks,
this at
Josh.
another. We will talk about this at another time. This conversation is not over.
Much.
also, quick thing. She will look to both you, Alteria, and Quattle. So, I'm not good with this whole cleric and worship thing. How exactly do you guys do that?
I'll teach you when we have free time, Calliope.
I pray to the god. I spread word of the god. And I make sure that I also spread her nurture. Sights on loving motherly.
Alright.
There
Is
are
it possible
a lot
to
of
worship multiple
Quaddles in
gods?
this fucking town. And tieflings now. Man, every other race is becoming minorities.
People
Not
Find
our
it so
fault
funny.
all the time.
putting a quaddles that have no home.
It is possible. It is possible to worship
Hey.
multiple gods. It's just not advised most of the time. Gods can become
not?
jealous.
Well, there is a tale of one who worships all the pillars at once. They're ones who go on the pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage.
The island.
You've
of
been on
pillars.
the island.
A pilgrimage island.
Huh.
You guys literally were there.
Yeah, we were on Pilgrimage Island for a bit.
That's where Priscilla.
Alright, this is kind of
That's where Priscilla.
this is probably a stupid question. Sorry.
I don't think
Probably
any
a stupid
questions are stupid.
question.
No, stupid questions.
If possible, and if we have the time, is it possible to like fast travel over there?
Pilgrimage Island?
It's like a couple of days by boat.
Yeah.
We have a boat.
We could go in 3 months.
Speaking of that boat,
It just sinks to the bottom of the sea.
someone's been meaning
Speaking
to
of that
ask you
boat.
about that boat.
Uh-oh.
They want to buy it off you.
Yeah, we started from this weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you add our boat to the map, Nikki?
It won't fit.
Yeah, some.
We didn't steal a big boat. I don't remember, at least.
Okay, so the reason I'm saying that is the map doesn't show the whole lake, so it's not big enough to fit a second boat. And
That-
B, the majority of the space by the dock is being taken up by the Byrunia's ship. Your boat is like a couple hundred feet up the coast this way.
Edge.
Yeah. I don't know where you pointed because I wasn't looking.
From the bow of the ship down that direction of the coast.
Enough.
Oh, clear.
All right. I'm gonna do some shopping in a bit, but see you tonight. And she will kiss Alteria on the lips. Bye. Free revenge.
Why?
Oh God, Zoidberg, chill.
I'm curious, Nikki. Jade coins are just made out of crystal, right? There's no like special property to them.
Yep.
I know, boys. We lost Nikki.
Nikki's dead.
Complete anarchy is now settled in.
Well, I guess I am the GM now. We are no longer running Lost Treasures. We are instead running Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy.
Stop.
If the DM is not here within the first 15 minutes, you are legally
Hi.
allowed to level up.
Hi.
Stop. No.
I'd like to kiss broken Nikki. I'd like to kiss broken Nikki. Hey,
Warhammer 4K. Dang it, I made a character already.
Hello.
Hi, Nikki.
hey there.
Hi, Nikki. Where you been?
Hold.
There's Zaraya. I'd like to talk to you about these notes. Shows him his medical notes. What were you doing?
I'm a thoppo now. I'm one of the best medicines around. You see my beetles up above? You see two metal beetles carrying, that seems to carry this cart around. They can get them to the city in hours.
Nice. Anyways, hello there. I'm Calliope. I would like to buy stuff. Do you have stuff?
Not particularly. Can't help myself.
Just ran out of stuff.
Alright,
you
in
can't
all seriousness. I got a few things that I'm willing to buy off you if you have any.
Oh, I saw a lot
Yeah,
of
15
things.
Switch,
I'm able to get them full of and they allow me to trade with all the merchants there and stuff. As long as I have this, and he pulls out a symbol. It looks like a symbol of a dragon, a specific type of dragon, an old one. Bahamut. It's crudely made. Completely out of metal.
Boys,
Can I make a check to see if it's an actual holy symbol, or is it just like cheap knockoff or something?
Make me a Arcana check.
boys, we're hunting down the
Why am I
hummus.
not
Kill what
proficient in
we
it?
have to do.
Man, strange
Well,
I
you
didn't
dumb
ask
bit-
for a
okay.
religion check, right?
I couldn't tell if that dice is a 12 or a 2.
12.
It was a 12. Probably later. Right now, I have other things to focus on.
You do know some people do worship the ancient dragons as gods. Even some now, the pillars are seen as those. But, Bahamut being an actual god, a little strange having a holy symbol for a dragon. Unless they're a pillar. You look upon it closer and it's like, oh, this is crudely made and there's no energy of, there's no holy energy.
I'll get back
There
to that
is
later.
magical energy.
Can I sense the magic?
Sense the magic within. Huh.
I don't have detect magic. Shit. Wait, do I? No, I do not. Fuck. Alright. I'll get back to that later.
Time to find
right
someone
now, I
who
got
has
some.
it. Man, there are just so many different spellcasters within this camp.
Like,
I'm legit
Looks
serious,
like I'm about-
Calliope. You could ask. I will actually give you like people you can ask. You could ask Zardor. You could ask Flint. You could ask Shwumi. You could ask Beliath and possibly Phil. Phil might be the
Scarlaya.
least, and Scarlaya would also be able to help as well. There's a lot of spellcasters in this camp. You'll
I'll accept
find
either
someone.
Goliath. I'll accept like Goliath or Sky, or either or of those two. But you got anything that can like help with mental stuff, like resist mental powers and stuff? Either that or channel it.
Yes.
Like,
You want?
I want to be the ultimate Unga Bunga.
Bunga bunga.
You also are trying to not get hurt by the shard mines within the cities. Good thinking. Here you go. Ling.
I'm going for the ultimate grind set. I just need one resisted. One more thing to resist.
I thought
That's
you
the
were
only
going to
thing.
become hidden.
Like, she's asking for something that can give her resistance to psychic things. Like, she's gonna focus on like being a celestial dragon later, as soon as she gets rid of that little weakness.
This just reminded me of the time I read
I found
this
some.
stuff.
Do you want people to not be able to read their minds?
Something like that. Like
Right.
anything that can help. Like anything that can help against the mental stuff.
They will hold up a ring. Using this ring, you can become invisible using an action. Allow you to be invisible, normal invisibility and stuff. And you'll be invisible until you use another action to make it visible, remove the ring, or die. Creature, you're immune to magic that allows creatures to read your thoughts, determine your lying, know your alignment, and know your creature type. Creatures that can telepathically communicate with you can only do it if you allow it. If you die while wearing this ring, your stuff happens. 100 bucks. $100 gold or jade or void coin. People have been giving me crazy currency and I just accept it.
Just to be clear, shit happens if I die, right? Like, it won't happen if I'm unconscious.
Dead. Yes.
Alright, I'll buy it.
Take their entire stock.
You become part
Take
of the
one.
ring. It's kind of funny.
You become ringed? Oh my god.
Alright.
Well, you know what that means. I hope you know what that means, Alteria. If I do die and I get merged into the ring, that's your last present from me.
You become sentient with the ring. You keep living, and you can talk to anybody who wears the ring afterwards.
But
I don't want to end up like I don't want to end up like the blacksmith, dude.
Dude, the
Yeah.
blacksmiths
Wow.
is kind of worse, though. Because his wife is stuck in a sword and sealed in there because of a specific creature.
I have offered to dispel curse on the sword multiple times.
He has, yes.
Wait, is this a curse? Like, is that giant merging ring
I'm just
thing a
waiting.
curse?
I'm
Or
just
is that
waiting.
just an effect?
I'm just waiting for the point where you just walk up to him and be like, Erikai, it is time. You need to stop living in the past.
Asks
Remove
curse
curse.
at 9th level. No, removes curse at 9th level. Sword explodes.
That was my wife.
You killed my wife.
Oops. Sorry.
Technically,
Yes.
you killed your wife.
Ah, this must be the cost of my own hubris.
But
Alright, next thing.
I
Got a
my wife.
Alright, next thing. You got a flute?
You don't do this.
Flute or a violin? Either a flute or a violin. I'll take
You
either.
like my pun.
I have a violin. You can ask me.
He doesn't know
So-
you have a violin.
But I won't give you my violin because it summons things.
Tiny violin.
No, I actually have a violin that summons things and I don't know what it summons. Fey
Just
trinket,
nothing.
boy. Fey trinket.
I can summon rats to go kill themselves. Haven't used that flute yet. One day.
One day.
One day.
I want a fucking instrument that I could use. You got anything like that?
Yes.
Cool. How much?
You're asking for the instrument? Instrument is cheap. I think usually instruments cost only like a couple gold, depending on what it is. What you're looking for is 30 gold. Oh wait, that's kind of expensive. Damn. A flute is 2 gold.
Alright, she'll place 2 gold for the flute.
Okay.
You got any of those like tiny shields that you put on your arm while you're swinging and fighting with like 2 weapons? You know, those little things you put on your like wrist thing.
Okay. That won't be mechanically in fighting. You can't do that.
Ah,
What were they
I
trying to do?
can't get like a buckler.
Buckler.
So I can't get like a
Huh.
buckler or something.
There are bucklers, but it requires you to actually have it in your hand.
Yeah, you can't just like strap stuff to your body because that's armor.
Unless you're a warforged, you can't do that.
Ah, alright.
Because warforged can literally
sure.
attach those things to their body.
That's not
Quick,
quite.
I-
Yeah.
Alright, I have a
They
question
have
for you.
specific
What's up?
things to do that for them.
You don't mind sacrificing some parts, do you?
Now,
Less than an hour in world time, he probably wouldn't have. But Tide is
Yeah,
90% sure you're lying to him, so he's kind of upset with you right now.
alright. You know what? Forget the shield. You got any like potions that makes you like stronger or more like
Oh, I sure do.
dexterous?
What kind of what are you looking for? Are you looking to be like a giant?
Something like that.
Okay, so
Here's time.
there are potions of giants. You could get
Those things get pretty pricey pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. and I'm okay with their default prices because they do some nasty shit. So
They're pretty good, although for Calliope, they're not going to really be worth it for the lower tier ones because she already has 18 strength.
yeah, there's the Stone Giant, which gives you 23 strength, and yeah, there's the, I would say Hill Giant, but that's just 20 strength, and that doesn't really help you at all. Same with Frost Giant, same as the Stone Giant. And I'm looking for the one that does 25. Ah, here we go. For a little bit more, it gives you 25 strength. It's like 26 then.
Hmm.
Nope, that's correct. 25 is the one I wanted. Yeah.
I'll get back on those.
They cost like upwards of like several thousand. But a Fire Giant would be
I'll
like
get.
nearly 2,000. A little expensive because they
I'll get.
make your stats really high.
I'll get back to you on those. I got 2 more questions. One, you got anything that can make me like faster, have sharper reflexes, anything of the sort? Like anything that can boost my dex, please.
Down the path.
Things that can
I am
boost
sick
your
and
dex.
tired. Yes. I am sick and tired of my 11 decks fucking me over and over again.
No
Just
way,
react
you have an
faster,
ass.
Fivehead.
Do you want me to have it for you and take half of the other?
Pardon?
Do you want me to be your second health bar? I don't mind.
That's not quite how it works. Since you already have resistance to a lot of the damage types you'll be taking, you'll just be taking extra damage for her. She won't have resistance.
Oof.
I think I bought something that counters the only thing that I can't resist. So now I'm just trying to not actually suck at being like slow.
Just react faster. It's not that
Smile.
hard. It's not that hard.
Cries an 11 decks. I'm trying. Anyway, you got anything from that?
That's crazy. Imagine having a lower dex. Imagine having a bad roll, a bad stat. Looks at 8 strength.
Typically, everyone has like a bad stat, and their dex isn't terrible. It's just not high.
Yeah, my worst stat is wisdom. That's why I get fucked by those saves all that time.
It's tied.
I have proficiency in wisdom saves, I believe. Yeah.
Where's
some of-
tied though?
Oh, where's Tide? He's doing some thinking.
Where is he?
Is he thinking on the boat or in the water?
He's on the boat.
Oh, he's on the boat. Yeah. Oh no, Tide is investigating.
But no, he's not investigating. He's just doing some thinking.
Some light rusting out on the water.
Tide can't rust.
What is he made of stainless steel?
But
Yeah.
simultaneously is rusted. He's got a whole thing going on.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
He is a part of the gulag, so
Not a gulag. My subclass features are bad, but they're not that bad.
All right.
How about making it so you're harder to whack?
That works.
Do you want to not be whacked? Maybe not join the mafia.
Hey, this is a cloak that basically while wearing this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until your next turn. This property is suppressed while you're incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move. Basically, as long as you're able to do your normal turn, you should creatures should have disadvantage on their attack until they hit you. So
All
that's
right.
useful.
How much for that?
Normally, like 500. What is this? Where? Oh, okay, yeah, 500 gold. But I'm willing to bargain.
Hmm.
How much gold do you have?
I only have 198 gold, but
Okay, I'll give you the rest
I got
of mine.
Drakkar scales. Jade.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll give you mine. It's cool. Oh, it's still.
It's fine. I got it. I got Jade as well, and Drakkar scales. You know that?
Also on the other side of the map from yeah.
Would 20 jade and 50 gold work? I don't know how much jade is out here. I was told it was lower a bit from where I last used it, but I don't know how low.
Someone join?
All right. Shit.
Hey,
I
look,
don't
it's
think
a
I have
victor.
enough for that at the moment. Pardon?
You're good.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. What item? Alright. Voideon says that they'll type until they get back.
Oh, they died? Oh no.
Discord froze for a moment.
Alright, that's fine. Are you helping them pay?
I will help them pay
Alright, fine.
when I get there.
I'll make them broke. I'll move you
I'll
over.
make them. Wait, I wanted to talk to the doctor before I got broke.
Are you spending the... Are you being the one that's broke? Or yeah.
Alright, wait. I'm gonna give them 500 gold, then I'm gonna quickly run back to the doctor because I have some questions for him. Nikki, can you please teleport me there?
Yes, I'll move you back there now.
Teleportation.
Thank you, Nikki. You're amazing.
You're in Zariah's tent.
Plump will actually... Yes. I do. I have lots of different clothes and things all over here. So, I think I'm ready
Dr.
for
Zariah.
gold, 2 gold, 3 gold.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, yes. How may I help you?
Bob pulls out his research. What were you doing?
What was I doing?
Yes.
What do you mean? Here? Beneath this
Opens the
continent?
research and points to the surgery.
What?
What were you?
I'm confused.
Alright.
Sorry.
Remember we went. Alright, medical records from what was the?
Oh, his
From
old medical records?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Digging into a doc's past, huh?
I do remember getting some surgery. But the funny thing is, I don't actually have the scars for them. Curious,
Why did you
right?
do them?
Hmm?
Why were you doing this?
Augmentations to myself to make myself last longer so I can continue my research and making sure everyone else's lives are better. Don't you know who I am and what I do? I'm sure my name is famous across the Skated Dominion. Aros Dynasty.
What did your
Whatever
sister
they call
invent?
themselves nowadays.
What did your sister invent? And why did she need it?
My sister helped me invent, well, my cloning. That device I've been able to clone myself, and only myself.
What is this radiation they made?
Byproduct of something else.
I regret what she's been doing with your work.
To be fair, I haven't seen my sister in a century or two.
I see. Maybe I can learn some medical things from you when I have time.
By
If you
all
don't mind.
means, I love this. I like teaching what I can.
Like teaching Phil how to make drugs.
Also, this is
No,
gonna
I
be
say
the
that.
most unique. This is gonna be. I'm gonna have like 3 different versions of Zariah.
Huh.
I
Got a
have.
lot of Zariahs.
This is a unique Zariah now. He is a clone, but he's unique because he now has the eyes of Baronage.
He has what?
He has both eyes of Baronage.
Oh.
Mostly
Thank you,
because
doctor.
someone decided to let one try to get released, and he had to kill him, and then realized on his autopsy that the eyes were removed and put into the person's eyes. So he was like, well, if they were given to him, I wonder what they do. So he put them in his own head.
After having that chat, bows and goes to the next area I have to go to.
Have fun.
Gosh. Alright, I'm going to Runia because I have to check up on my girl, you know. do, do. Also, Swoomy. I need to go and talk to them as well.
Oh no.
You know why. I'm not giving you the plant that easily. Mine.
You fool.
We.
So we're reaching time. Making himself
Hello, Captain. Hello, Captain.
Oh, hello there, friend. How's your journey?
It has its ups and downs. Anywho, how are you doing?
Other than not being able to do too much and little bits of ferrying some people. Kind of boring. Should be that bad.
So Calliope asked how much for a nice dress or a necklace or any nice accessory to give someone.
I've already answered.
This one.
It's like a 1 gold or like 5.
Alright. I gave them 500, so they have a lot to spend.
Oh,
Anyways,
they haven't forgotten about the tree. What did you guys do with the tree?
The
Forgave
tree is in
it.
my possession and got taken to the
No,
shrine.
it's not. No, it's not. I
Yes,
reached
it
out.
is.
I told them not to give it to anyone until. Unless we said so.
Which
She's
we didn't.
mine.
I traded an artifact that
Oh, yeah, we
of
did the
equal
trade. We did
value.
the trade. Fine. Oh, yeah, did anyone come for the tree or anything while we were gone?
No. No one's come for the tree. Why are we selling it now?
Yeah, the crystal tree.
Yep.
Yeah, we're selling it. Because, I think I know a druid that may be interested in buying the tree.
Okay, I think both of you are confused because this trade already happened a while ago.
Okay, good.
It
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm taking this. Then I just came for the staff.
Okay.
You don't know the tree is gone.
Why is Runia selling our stuff without our permission?
She can.
I mean, I did trade it off, but not in character. Alright. Runia, do you have the dragon staff? Or some sort of, trade from the trade? I'm just here for the dragon staff.
Oh yeah, you did give me that, didn't you?
Yes, it's an item their god would have interest in because it was created probably to fuck with them.
I don't think Vira would have interest in it. What do you want to know?
No, Amarius.
What?
Amarius had the staff created to break the will of dragons and control them.
Ah.
Yeah. I will give that to you next session. We are actually, like, reaching time.
Okay, then I'm speed running something. Alright. Alright, she's buying. Alright, Calliope's buying the dress and the necklace. And a necklace.
Alright.
You're gonna be drippy after this.
That can either cost up to 10 gold, or as low as, like, 2 gold. So, your choice of how much money you want to spend.
I'll spend the full 10 gold. I want it to be like best I can get for.
Best necklace, best dress. Got it.
I'm gonna go to the person who hired us and ask them about if they know anything about a two-headed dragon. This door. I hate the doors.
Who are you asking?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry to bother you.
Oh, Solaria?
Yeah.
A two-headed dragon? There have been...
Two-headed dragon.
Well, multi-headed dragons are generally associated with the oldest dragons, Tiamat and Bahamut. They're multi-headed dragons, all the different kinds of chromatic and metallic dragons you find around, as well as the Far Eastern
Dragon.
King
Sorry.
and
This.
the Gem Dragon Queen.
This
But the
dragon happens to have an affiliation with one.
But the children seem to have also been a mixture. Some are multi, but I haven't seen any myself.
Know of a dragon that may have connections to Cerulus?
Not that I know of at this moment, but I'll look into it.
Alright, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Alright, Alteria's gonna go and find Tide. Because I'm speedrunning this, I'm speedrunning as fast as possible. Azule, where's Tide?
He's somewhere.
I know where he is. But the door won't let me out. Oh. Let me in, Daggett, let me in! Man, speedrunning this is hard. Do.
Alteria casualties jumping down a small ledge.
Rips halfway down, does a barrel roll, runs. I swear. Doors hate me, I really.
There
This is
you
the
are.
second door.
I opened it for you, and then you closed it.
I'm fitting
Stop
it down.
touching it, Madking.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, there's no such thing as a speed run without some challenges, right?
So true. Discovered a new game-breaking
Oh.
bug.
So, you got any of the good shit specifically for like celestials and or dragons?
Voidion's back. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaky shit.
Anything on either celestials or dragons?
They don't sell anything specifically to specific creatures, but since you've asked about it, they are going to try and get stuff for that since you're interested. You can say it out loud.
Alright. Tide,
That'll turn
promise me
around.
you won't tell the others until I am ready to tell them.
Alteria. I will be honest. I will do this as a favor for you for what you have done for me in the past. However, you have lost a great deal of my respect. Not for whatever you've done, as it seems that was, obviously, for the group's overall benefit. It's more for the fact that you lie and are actively deceiving us. I will not tell anyone.
It's fine. I deserve it anyways. Alright.
But I do need you to understand how much you've hurt me because while daily we place ourselves into your care for when we adventure on the road, for anything could kill us. And that takes a certain level of degree of trust.
Not.
And now you've just shown that you do not trust us.
It's not. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's just size. I'm scared. Okay, Tide. I'm really scared.
And what is it that you're scared of?
Okay. I will be truthful with you, and I promise I won't lie to you. Closes the door. Anyways. I talked to Viera. The one who cursed Calliope.
I believe that would be the goddess of death, yes?
She removed the curse. Just she made me choose things I did not want to do.
What do you mean choose things?
The first thing she did was force me to choose what city's gonna be attacked. Well, what city was gonna survive her war, her invasion, whatever. And the second thing she did was make me choose someone else to carry Calliope's burden.
One for another life.
Nods.
Seems illogical.
She's an illogical. Yes.
Why did you choose Viara?
What do you mean?
Hyde will just obviously stare at your holy symbol.
Not. Oh, I've been using the spear the whole time. I didn't choose her. I've just been using the spear to talk to her.
You've obviously made this deal with Viara.
No.
No.
She has some misguided concept of being a god and stuff. And while she may be a pillar, we have not made a deal or anything of the sorts.
It sounds like you've made a deal. Calliope goes free, another is cursed. You choose a surviving city, as you've said. The others get destroyed, I assume. That and its cursed nature is a deal. But you,
She only did it.
as far as I know, worship Celeste overall. Why not
What?
entreat her for your power?
I've been trying to talk to Celeste for the longest time.
Tidal tilt his head. Does she not respond?
Shakes head. She's busy with something most likely. Or because of my actions, she doesn't want anything to do with me.
Alright.
Righto.
I am going to allow the both of you to come to a realization. I want you both, or one of you, to roll with advantage of I'm gonna go with a
If it's anything, go ahead.
This is a memory check, so it's just straight intelligence. You can either each roll one or roll with advantage.
Would history apply in this situation? I'm curious.
Well, because this seems like an important thing, I'm gonna use my nat 20.
You're gonna use your nat 20?
Yeah, I'll use my birthday 20.
You use your birthday 20 here?
Alright. I'll just roll anyway.
Alright.
Roll anyway?
one of
Damn.
you, one of your friends left behind something at Priscilla's temple. They left behind an egg. An infected egg. Not sure of infection of what, but it was still left behind.
We did tell her, to be fair.
Yes. You did tell her, but she was also in a weakened state.
So true.
But trying to portray herself as not being weak. She was trying to hide that fact. Celeste went after, depending on whether or not she told her if she was stubborn. She hasn't been answering because they're probably dealing with something that was, well, you can now speculate, Viara's fault.
Funny void
Kind
dragon
of.
infected egg.
Technically, it is an infected egg that's infected after somebody opened a portal to Runerex and drew a bunch of undead creatures into the place.
Really weird how two separate characters are causing this. Like, it's almost like they colluded. This is a joke.
What?
Yeah.
God damn it!
This is a joke.
This is a joke.
First the bird,
This
now the
single
only.
player is currently causing world ramifications.
Oh no! The dragon gods are dead!
They're not dead. They're just currently busy with something that the two of them are trying to take care of. Let's just take care of
dude.
that.
While I don't know anything about Celeste specifically, she does not seem like the type of god to abandon easy. From what I heard when you contacted her the first time at Priscilla's temple, she more than anything wants to encourage people to rejoin her and come back. I rolled 12, so I'm assuming I wouldn't come to that realization you said, Nikki, so this is working off of not that.
Alteria says she has a 20.
Yeah, I know, but this is just like why Tide's saying what he's saying, because
Yeah.
Alteria hasn't shared that yet.
When Tide says that, it's gonna be like, wait. Ah. Tide,
He'll cock his head.
I think I know what's wrong. La
think-
did something. She remember the egg we found in the dungeon?
The one that she placed in Priscilla's clutch.
Nods.
But Priscilla seemed confident that she could cure it.
No. She was weak. She told us that she just got back home. And she
Right.
needed a lot of rest.
I understand that. But even said,
So
she's also the one who's. I told her about it before we left. She said that she could handle it. It'd be very strange for her to say that and not be able to handle it.
Yes,
I don't
when
believe she
not
was a
being-
god of deception.
She was just putting up a front, I think. And now her and Celeste are dealing with the ramifications of what La did.
Unsure. Even if that were the case, then it simply just means that Celeste is busy dealing with that. Not that she has abandoned you.
Yeah.
But before we actually end it, a couple of things. Thank you, Chaz Lupin and Death Piggy, for the subscription and resubscription. Thank you so much. It makes me really happy. Secondary thing, I'm actually gonna roll off the 2 players that are gonna be joining the Kingsblade campaign.
Yo, Kingsblade rolling?
Yes.
Campaign?
Yeah.
New Wednesday game?
Drum roll. So Kingsblade is my is a campaign I'm going to be running after the Deal Breakers is done. It'll be an Egyptian-esque setting where players will be basically competing against each other to become the king's right-hand soldier, his blade. And they will also be working together outside of the competition on uncovering secrets and things like that. There are 5 groups I've put together. Let's see whom we get.
Here we go. What's the laugh for, Nikki?
Ah, hilarious. Alright, so Edgelord and Dread.
Okay.
Yeah. Prone. But
Congrats on
this
the-
isn't the only
congrats on the
campaign we'll
TV.
be doing as well, because once Deal Breakers is over, and then Icefields, once that one comes to its close, I'm going to start another one. And that one will be... that one was just unlocked.
Wow,
so
congrats.
doing signups for
Congrats to
soon.
the people who have been chosen.
Alright. Thank you all for joining us. And thank you all for the subscriptions and follows. I really do appreciate it. And hugs. And thank you all for joining us for today. See you all next time. Bye!
Hey guys, bye,
Good
chat.
everyone.